Good morning and welcome to Wake Up Real Estate. Sorry, we're a couple of minutes behind, some technical difficulties. We couldn't get Ryan's camera, and everyone wants to see Ryan, at least those watching on video. It's Thursday, so it's Tech Tip Thursday. I have a couple of different tips related to different technology platforms that I think can help you, connect with more clients and maybe close some more deals here as we round out the last quarter of the year. Before we get into that, what do you got there, Ryan?
Well, so I had a social post of the day that is on my Facebook. Maybe we'll share that tomorrow because I know you've got a lot today. But I'm going to share this social post. It's not something you guys are going to post, but it's an idea in the spirit of Tech Tip Thursday from Andre. Just shared this to me. This is from the Inside Real Estate Discussion Group. And I like this one. So other than cold calling door knocking, what's a good way to find a business? Haha, use Bumble. I actually like it. They have Bumble for Friends now. Meet lots of people. Talk to them face to face about real estate. It's pretty direct. It's a good app, Bumble, right?
Okay. All right.
So if you're married like us, Josh, we're not going to just go onto a dating app, but we might do Bumble for Friends and go have coffee with people.
Or you could start a meetup, right? Like,
meetup.
It doesn't even have to be a real estate related meetup. Maybe you have some other interest, right?
That's true.
Or a group.
Start a real estate investing meetup or something like or just doesn't even need to be real estate investing, right? It could just be anything you're interested in. Yeah. Yep.
Or just coach a bunch of travel sports with your kids, like I do.
Oh man. Or just get your kid into travel sports. Did I tell you I was in Miami all weekend? It's like a 6 day
you did mention. I didn't get the report though.
Yeah, it's insane. That's far from me.
Ernest says, give back to your community, join the HOA board, sponsor events, and become hyper localized in your hood. 100%. And in fact, I don't think we've mentioned it on the show. I've been talking about this on the mastermind workshops, but I'll give them some love here. I don't know why I haven't thought about this. onewarmcoat.org. Hold on, I'm going to share my screen here. I'm doing a coat drive. This is something that some folks on my in my EXP organization did last year, and we kind of, I don't know, we did it a little late. Like I think we ended up doing it after the holidays, which is not ideal. Still helping and making a difference, but not ideal, right? Better to get ahead of it, or get in front of it. So onewarmcoat.org is a wonderful nonprofit organization that can help you organize a local coat drive, which will help you help that less fortunate folks in your area, and B, every one of the agents in my organization that did the coat drive, they were meeting people, homeowners that they didn't know previously, and so we're putting together a step-by-step sort of guide or manual on how to do it. But honestly, if you just follow the steps from One Warm Coat, you click up here, hold a coat drive, and they just have step-by-step, and then they've got press releases that you can edit and use. They've got marketing materials, and then the ways that we've found to promote are with events on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Eventbrite, on Nextdoor, on your Google business listing, and you get the word out there. If this is resonating with you, they have like a big, on the 17th, I think, or the 16th is when they recognize it's like their One Warm Coat Day. And that's when I'm launching my coat drive, and a couple of other folks in my sales organization are as well. And it'll go for 2 weeks. So from the 17th to the 31st. Not really what I was planning on talking about today, but Ernest's comment made me think of it, and few better ways to make a difference in your community and potentially make a difference and meet more folks and uncover potentially opportunities, which is a side benefit. That's not the reason for doing it. My biggest struggle is making it feel personal without putting off the promotion feeling. Ernest, I get that perspective, but let's be honest. If it's
is he talking about Bumble?
I don't think he's talking about Bumble.
Okay.
But I mean, I guess I understand that, but somebody's got to lead it. You know what I mean? Like somebody's got to take charge in your market. People naturally are open and want to be led. At least some folks. And you're doing good in the community, whether it's a coat drive or a food drive or whatever it is. Like just take the bull by the horns and run with it. I don't know. I don't necessarily have any suggestions other than, I encourage you to get out of your comfort zone. If would be awesome if we could do it company wide for 2 weeks.
Bumble?
Yeah, let's make it happen. What's that?
Sorry.
Oh my goodness!
About Bumble?
Get off the Bumble.
I'm done.
And does anybody even know what Bumble is anymore? Like Bumble, do people still use Bumble? There's so many more I don't know, current day options. Anyway, geez, a book drive for children is another great idea, Soledad. Yeah. And Giselle says congruently. So with one warm coat, now I haven't done this yet, but you can do. I forget how they describe it. It's like you do like a team drive or a doggone it. I forget what it's called. But to do that, we just need to come up. We'd have to come up with a name for the team. I don't know. Wake Up Real Estate probably doesn't make any sense. But if you come up with something like that, there is a way to link it all together. And why don't we do this? If that's something you're interested in, please come to next week's mastermind, wakeup.realestate/MM, and let's figure that out together. I've been talking about it on the last 2 masterminds, and I have mine scheduled. I haven't started the marketing and promotion of it. That I'm starting next week. The reason being, I don't like to start promotions for events like that too soon because people forget and you kind of lose momentum. Right. So like next week, we'll start to push that out. Yeah. Mark says, just do it. Absolutely. And Mark, kudos to Mark. Mark did one last year. He got like 70 coats. He met with a bunch of folks in his market and it cost him nothing to do that. Where do you have the coats dropped off? So David, one warm coat on there, they have relationships all over the country with nonprofits in your local area. So you can go on there and find a local nonprofit that would want to collect those and you just reach out to them and coordinate. And Giselle says, cool, I'll put it on my calendar. So next Wednesday, 1 Eastern, wakeup.realestate/MM. And Mark says you meet people if you pick up the coats. So the way I'm doing it is they can schedule a pickup where I'll go and pick them up. Or I'm going to have a box at my local title company where they can drop them there. So, and one more point on this before we pivot to some of the tech tips. Do something related to what you love. 100%. We love dogs. You can do a dog fair, a dog food drive, a dog 5K, etc. So many ways to help others and have fun. 100%, right? Like I love sports and I love coaching. So like I volunteer to coach. I've been coaching. I don't know that there's been probably not a single season since my son was 4 years old that I haven't been coaching some team or another, whether it's rec or travel. And that's a way for me to give back. And it has created relationships for me and opportunities as well. But find what works for you and resonates for you, for sure. Can you drop the link to One Warm Coat? It's onewarmcoat.org. It's onewarmcoat.org. Just one spelled out. One. Right here, David. Whoops. onewarmcoat.org. Okay, let's pivot away from that. I have 2. Actually, all 3 of these are relatively quick, but I think really helpful. I noticed this the other day. I don't know when it was updated. If you don't have kvCORE, it's not relevant to you, but maybe it is in the sense that there might be some similar setting in your CRM that you can explore and set up. So I noticed the other day, if in the back office here, if you go to marketing and scroll down, there's this market reports and valuation settings. And if you click get started, you can actually toggle on these behavioral automation settings so that if someone looks at a listing viewed in a specific area, it'll set up a market report. And if the lead has no listing valuation or market report, but has a search alert, it'll set up a market report for that search alert area. All that does, I think this came up on the Street Text Mastermind the other day. The number of touches that you have to outreach that has to happen before someone goes from cold lead to a client. And there was some number being around. And my point or take on it was like, it takes what it takes, right? Like you can tell me what the average is, but it may take 49 outreaches to get David off the fence, and it may take 5 to get so-and-so off the fence. But then I talked about, how I leverage technology to do more of those, right? So the weekly email newsletter, and then the next layer. So that happens every week, but the next simplest way is every contact that you have should either be on a search alert or a market report. And that little setting there makes it easier to make sure that happens automatically. Because there's no, unless they've changed this also, which we'll have to look into, but there's no way to automatically, like if you're doing a lead gen campaign, there's no way to automatically turn on a market report for a lead that comes in.
Yeah.
You have to manually do that, or at least you had to. At least toggling on that little setting that I showed there will catch more of those opportunities as they come in. So that was the first little tech tip I wanted to share. The second one, this is we've talked about CapCut a number of times on these shows. We've talked about short form video content. And this is a follow-up to yesterday. So if you missed yesterday's show, go back and check it out. We shared some short form video content. The example was from Andrew Robinson in Ohio. And he had created a short form video about new build or new construction homes in his market. And something he mentioned to me, which I had not used and didn't even realize was built in, was that in CapCut, there is a teleprompter function now. And so that's how he created the video. He made a script and he used the CapCut teleprompter function. And what I'd like to try and do, I haven't done this in a while, but I'm going to try and share my my phone screen. Is this going to work for me here? I'm going to try and share my phone to show where that is. Oh, it lost my video. Why did it do that? Well, maybe we won't be able to. Maybe I'll have to do that. I'll have to record that separately because I'm getting used to my yeah,
you have to mirror your phone to the maybe to the phone connector app on Windows. But I don't think I've ever done that. Yeah,
well, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. But here's what I'm confident of, is that if you just Google or YouTube search CapCut teleprompter function, there'll be plenty of content there that will show you how to do that. And the nice thing is, it's included with their free version. It's not even on their pro version. I don't even have their pro version. I use CapCut all the time, and I use the free version. So very simple. And if in yesterday's show, I had a Google Doc, and I even have the script that if you want to create a similar video, you can take that script, pop it in the teleprompter. You're gonna have to change some things, right? I talk about Cumberland County and how many new construction homes are available in Cumberland County, right? But you change those couple things, and voila, away you go. I think this is Andrew, but I'm not sure. I've been using that teleprompter for a while. It's great, but has a bug where it starts off slow. But you can edit it, right? So if you can wait until it gets going, and then after it stops, you can just clip the beginning where you're not talking, right? You can just slide it over. And you can adjust how fast the words are scrolling. Like I talk fast, so I had to speed it up a little bit. Otherwise, I was kind of like waiting for the words to come up. I do a lot of video content without scripting, without teleprompter, right? I have like a general idea of what I want to share, and I'll just, sometimes I can do it in one take, and sometimes the other day I was recording one and it took me like 20 takes. I kept stumbling but for me, part of that stumbling is getting it to like the scripting that I would want to follow anyway. So anyway, there's a bunch of different ways to slice it, I suppose. And Andrew said, I wrote the script on my desktop and sent it to my phone to make it easy to repurpose it for the teleprompter. Yeah, exactly. That's what I did too. So I edited the script on my desktop. I emailed it to myself, copied and pasted it into the teleprompter, and away you go. Mark says, is there a way to check en masse if they are on one? And this goes to the, Mark is talking about the first tech tip for today. So let me go back to that before I have one more. For some reason now it won't let me share my screen. Maybe it will. And Ryan, you might have to help me here, but I believe if you go to business analytics.
What are you looking for?
See, will it tell you how many contacts are not on a market update?
Oh boy. I think that might be it's not in the filtering in the Smart CRM. Oh,
look at this. It claims that 16,000 don't have market reports. That can't be. So anyway, the first place that I tried is business analytics and then kvCORE activity. And you can see some different things here. Some of this doesn't seem right, but I don't know. I could be wrong. But if you can also, let's see here. If I go to Smart CRM and I go to filters, what would that be? Behavior, maybe? Oh, yeah. There you go. Has no market reports.
Yeah.
So I'll choose no market reports.
I'll just show you everything that doesn't.
And apply filters. And maybe there's no way to set them up in mass, but I don't know. Maybe you set up 10 a day, right? You just go in your filter and you pull up your list here of folks that don't have the market report and you set them up on one. So I'm going to, I don't know, just click on one of these here. Hubert. It doesn't look like he's actually active. He hasn't looked at any of the properties, but I could go right down here and say market report. And I could go Cumberland County because that's he requested a list of Cumberland County new construction homes. Why is that not showing up as an option? Area, city, there we go, Cumberland County, PA. And I like to do my market reports every 21 days just because it's a little offbeat and I do other updates, etc. So it can potentially get them another touch point that isn't overlapping. Why does it not want to work here? What am I doing wrong? Click on that. Click on add. There we go. Now it's right there. And then I can also send it now. So that may be something that you commit to doing, right? Depending on how many contacts you have in your CRM, you just go through that filter every day and do 10 or 15 or 20 of them, or hire your kid to do it, like whatever. Give them some general instructions.
So I got a tech tip that I saw. I was just playing with it. I saw it on Reddit this morning. Vibe.co right here. And I haven't used this yet, but I was just playing around with creating a campaign. Apparently you can go in here kind of like YouTube and you can run ads on TV, on actual TV. And what's cool is I was just checking, you can do pretty local. So I was able to pick Tampa St. Pete and you can pick channels. So if I just had them all here, I have to get rid of CNBC.
Wow. Here's what I'm certain. The first person that will have this up and going, if I had to guess, if I set the line The one with the best odds is my man Andrew. Andrew's going to have this live probably by tomorrow.
Well, Andrew serves like an executive luxury market a lot. So Andrew, CNBC, Bloomberg, York County, go into your county and do your thing. I could see lots of applications for this. Maybe we should advertise this show.
What's that, Ryan?
Maybe we should advertise this show on here, Josh, for a few days on like some of the business channels.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know how that would be received, but we could consider it. You said vibe.co, vibe.co.
Yeah, vibe, vibe.co. And you do need a $50 a day budget, but that's not too bad.
Andrew already said I'm getting started today. I'm getting started.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Now, what I don't know, what you run into with some of these platforms is the creative. So, it probably needs to be somewhat polished if it's going to be on one of those networks. But if you probably just sitting in an office looking clean and talking and having some script under, probably works, right?
Yeah. Yep. It's
vibe.co.
vibe.co. Vibe.co. And listen, we haven't tried it. This is just,
Yeah.
How did
Tech
you find
Tip
it?
Thursday.
What
I was on Reddit.
On Reddit. That's right. You did say
they're running ads on Reddit. So, but look, the impression count's not bad. I think one channel. I can hit 6,700 households in my county with a $50 budget. Yeah. I don't know.
Patricia, the settings are for all. It's for any contact in your database. When you go to business analytics, or when you filter, like I filtered, it's filtering any contacts that are in your kvCORE database, as long as they haven't been deleted. That's why I have like nearly 20,000, because it includes a bunch of folks that are unsubscribed, but they're not deleted. Because I don't know, it's just the way it works. Andrew says, I will research 10, 15, and 3-second commercials. I love it. Daphne, this is a great idea. Advertise a listing, right? If you have a higher end listing.
Oh, and put that in your listing presentation.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you on TV on these channels.
Yep.
There's a lot of channels here.
It'll update existing contacts. I don't know what you mean, Patricia, but I think the answer is yes. I'm not sure what you're asking. What will update? I'm not sure exactly what you mean, and we're happy to help offline. There's one other thing that I wanted to dive into, and I'm going to press on this because I put it in the title, and I want to make good on it. Listings2Leads. Okay, Listings2Leads. Shameless plug. This is my affiliate link. You can get a free trial with them. growwithjosh.com/L2L.
No, it's 2 in
I
brackets.
believe it's. What's that?
It looks like a 2 in brackets.
Oh yeah. Anyway, it is my contention or belief that Listings2Leads is one of the best values that exists in our industry. There are there is an ending line of businesses and people that try to gouge us as much as possible. And Listings2Leads, for what they offer at the price they offer it, is an incredible value. Incredible value. So I am going to, here we go. So I'm in my Listings2Leads account, and I just want to highlight one thing, maybe two. I'm going to start with one though. On Tuesday, the text script. So if you missed Tuesday, go back and check it out. On Tuesday, the text script that I shared was teasing a 100-point marketing plan that I created with my Listings2Lead account. And by created it, it's literally like you click a couple of buttons. So go to Listings. Okay, get your free trial. You go to Listings. You don't even have to have any listings in the platform. And if you go to listing presentation, okay, so you click on listings on the left-hand side, listing presentation, there's a pre-listing packet, which is like 4 pages. It's a little teaser. But if you click on the listing presentation PDF, that is a 26-page, 100-plus point marketing plan. And it is pretty sharp looking. It is pretty sharp looking. I think I showed it the other day, but I'll show it here again. I'll find it on my my desktop here. So what I did was it's a pretty big file when you download it. So I compressed it and made it a little bit of a smaller PDF size, because when I was emailing it to people, it was so large, it was turning it into a, whoops, was that the right one? No, it was turning it into a Google Drive link, because it was too big, right? But I mean, this is pretty sharp, and you can have your branding here. You can change the colors, etc., to match your brand colors and function. And I have now had, I don't know, it hasn't been that many people that I sent the text script on Tuesday that have requested it, but those that have obviously are more serious about selling than those that haven't. And what I am part of my afternoon to do is I'm going to follow up with the people that requested it to make sure that they got it. And my question to them is, are you considering selling before the end of the year? Right? And if they say no, well, okay, no problem. I was just curious. And if they say yes, then obviously, oh, when can I pop by for a quick tour? Let's check it out. So that's just one of so many cool tools with Listings to Leads. And I said maybe one other. So I'm going to do two others. They're PDF guides. They have, I don't even know how many. It's like, I don't know if there's 50 or 100, but they have tons of great PDF guides on all different types of topics. You can filter by seller specific, buyer specific, or all. And there's just some great topics. So you could take the framework of the Texting Tuesday script and use it with any of these guides, right? Hey, I just put the finishing touches on a new report with the 5 dangers of overpricing your home when selling it. Would you like me to send you a free copy?
Not to mention social posts, landing pages that you can offer the free guide as a lead magnet. You can use the messenger ads to offer a free guide. Yeah, in so many ways.
Any and all of that. I'll share one other reason, one other cool thing about Listings to Lead, and I'm telling you, it's literally endless. The value here is phenomenal. They will do your social posting. You can link it all up, and it will post on social, whatever type of content, and you can. This is a throwback. Ryan and I used to promote City Blast, which was a social posting software that now exists out of Listings to Leads. So anyway, it is incredibly valuable. I think you can get I think if you go to that link, growwithjosh.com/L2L, I think it's a 21-day free trial, and check it out. Play around with it. If you don't love it, I mean, whatever. But I think their lowest tier, I think, is $40 a month. And then the only thing that you pay more. What's that?
Yeah, it's a 21-day trial. Yep.
Yeah. So and I think you can. It's $40 a month for the minimum. I think that's for 1 to 10 listings, and then the only price increases are number of listings. And then also, well, I take that back. There is an add-on for Google pay-per-click. They've got a they have like a what's the word I'm looking for? They have they've shortcut that process, right? You can more quickly and easily launch Google pay-per-click ads with their platform. That is an add-on service. But anyway, check it out. I don't know. In the spirit of Tech Tip Thursday, I would highly recommend you check it out. Take advantage of the 21-day free trial. If you don't love it, then whatever, kick it to the curb.
Josh,
but, great stuff in there.
We are coming up on 1,000 subscribers. We could have probably done it quicker, but it's been very organic and been fun to get to 1,000 subscribers. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll have to do something special when we hit the 1,000.
I know. We've been talking about that. We'll have to come up with something good. If you have ideas, let us know in the comments for something cool that we can do to reward our 1,000th subscriber. Do you have a cash offer campaign you can share? Mark, I have one that had worked. I haven't used it recently. what I will do is I'll find that campaign. We'll share it tomorrow, and maybe I'll test it again. If it worked once, it stands to reason that it'll work again. And are you talking about like a cash offer campaign as a Facebook ad, Google pay-per-click? Like, what are you thinking? And how do you compress the guides if they're too large to email? Just Google like PDF size reducer or reduce size in PDF. I pay for I don't know, some Adobe thing, like cheap version of Adobe that will you can merge documents together as a PDF and reduce the size, etc. But just Google, how do I reduce the size of a PDF? So the alternative that I did was I uploaded it to Google Drive, and I just made it so that I could share the link. And since we're talking that, if that is like Greek to you, here's how you do that in Google Drive. So drive.google.com, go new, file upload. And I'll go and find that file. So here's that file. You see down here, it's starting to upload. And once it's uploaded, you tap on it and it'll open up like this. And top right, the three dots here, top right, click on share. And you're going to change the general access from restricted to anyone with link. And now when you copy that link, you can give that to someone and it'll open up like it just did here. I mean, that would be a workaround for it as well. And this I think is critically important with this kind of strategy, is that when you send something like this, treat it like when you get somebody excited about something and you send them the thing, treat it like you're sending them an addendum for a transaction that you're trying to close tomorrow. Meaning, like, do everything possible to make sure they got the thing they were asking for, right? Like, follow up and follow through with them. I just, and because I'm emailing a PDF, the way I did it was I used text and email to get permission to send them. And then I would send them a follow-up. Hey, just making sure you got the email. It may land in your junk or spam folder because there's a PDF attachment. Let me know. Thanks. Right. So just making sure that they got the thing of value that you're offering, to them. A cash offer drip campaign, a smart campaign, Mark. Yeah, we have one. Just reach out to Mike. We can clone that over for you. Okay. A little bit of a longer session. Had a good crowd today. Lots of great comments. Appreciate all of that. Tomorrow's follow-up Friday. We are going to share some of the results of direct mail that we've been doing with one of the wonderful sponsors of the show, which is justlistedjustsold.com, powered by thanks.io. So we'll share some of that. And then we'll also get into, I'm going to share some of the follow-up that we're doing, our team is doing at virtual mortgage providers with NEXA Mortgage. We Colleen, who's our financing specialist that we're scheduling calls with, her calendar this week looks hilarious. It is literally there, like her Google Calendar is just it was virtually full the entire week, and that's from following up and following through with leads and prospects and potential clients. So that's what's on the docket for tomorrow.
All righty.
Yeah.
Thanks, Josh. This was the longest show of the week.
What's that?
The longest show of the week.
Longest show of the week. Check out justlistedjustsold.com and kick the tires on that. We'll share some of the results from those tomorrow. Same time, same place.
And if you need a high interest rate, mortgage, text the number scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Exactly.
Well, that's a perfect tease. I'm going to share something that I'm testing tomorrow on the follow-up front. that might help all of you, despite the fact that rates are a little bit high. See you tomorrow.
See you guys.